What's up, guys? So today I'm going to teach you how to hit a kick serve just like the pros using just two simple steps here. So the first step is to understand the swing path that your racket is supposed to take when you're hitting a kick serve. So the bottom line here is that when you're trying to hit a kick serve, you want your racket to travel two directions. The first direction your racket is going to travel is up, and then the second direction your racket is going to travel is out away from your body. So it's going up and out to the side. So I have two really good visuals to offer that's going to help you acquire a feel for this swing path, okay? So the first visual I can offer, picture a ginormous clock around you that goes from left to right. So assuming you already know what a windup is and what trophy position is, after you do these two things and your racket dips down, have the racket dip down to 7 o'clock as your starting position, and then as you're swinging, you're going to make contact at 10 or 11. Then your racket will continue to travel up towards 12, and then after it reaches 12, just have it keep going around the clock sideways though, not forward, okay? So by making contact at 10 or 11, your racket is still on its way up towards 12. So because the racket is still on its way up, that's where the brushing occurs. That's where that nasty kick is going to come from. Your racket is going over the back of the ball like this. So the second visual I was going to offer to you guys was just practice putting a ball over your head, put your racket sideways like this at 10 or 11, and just a couple times just practice rolling it off your hand like this. Okay, so that just gives you the feel of what you're trying to do with the racket. So that brings me to the grip. So you're going to use a continental grip, super simple stuff here. Just hold your racket up and down, number the sides of the octagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 2 is the top right corner. That's the corner I want my index finger knuckle to be lined up with. So first knuckle on my hand should be lined up with number 2. So this is otherwise known as the hammer grip, okay? So now this is really important, so pay attention. That's just my teacher side coming out. So if I swing forward towards my target with this grip that I just showed you guys, my strings are going to point to the left, which is a problem because I don't want the ball to go to the left. So again, look, if I swing this way forward, the ball is going to go way off to the left. So that right there proves that this clock explanation that I provided you guys is very helpful because the clock goes left to right. It's not backwards to forwards. So if you picture your racket starting at 7, going to 10 or 11, and then coming around the clock, what I'm essentially saying is that you're swinging to the side. You're swinging sideways rather than swinging forward. So all together it looks like this. I'll start at 7, toss up. It's a little windy, but advantage. So the contact that I made with the ball was not direct contact, it was that brushing contact. So when you're practicing this shot, you want to hear that brushy kind of sound rather than the loud pop that you get from a flat serve, okay? So then the last two things I guess I could say about this, number 1, toss a little to the left when you practice. Assuming, if you're trying to make contact at 10 or 11, it only makes sense that tossing a little bit to the left is going to help you come up over the ball. And then another thing, if you use the continental grip correctly, what you should experience is some wrist pronation after you make contact. So wrist pronation is basically your wrist snapping after you hit the ball. And the best way to get a feel for that is to choke up on your racket, hit the ball a few times, and then the grip, the portion of the grip here that's sticking out should go to the right side of your arm. If it starts hitting your arm or if it goes to the left side of your arm, that means that you don't know how to pronate your wrist correctly, and you're probably not going to be able to hit a good kick serve if you don't pronate your wrists the correct way, okay? So that's pretty much it. That's how you hit a kick serve like the pros. I'll give you guys a couple clips of my kick serve just as a visual reference. But subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys thought of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.